What is going on, guys? MJ2005 here, and today I'm going to be reviewing the high-grade Reginlaze Julia from the last few episodes of Gundam Iron-Blooded Orphans. So, yeah, the Reginlaze has been upgraded to kind of like an MA style, not IBO MA. Like, see Destiny, like the Meteor unit, get it? So, I really do not know what to say because it has like a lot of spiky parts, and yeah, it's just so unwieldy to me because yeah, you have these like gigantic like legs and stuff. So if you want to pose with it, it is pretty hard. You'll see why in a second. And it's like the color palettes are like deeper. It's like darker than the original Reginlaze because the Reginlaze is kind of like a sharp green, and this is more like of an olive green. And the white is darker as well. So yeah, I'll give it that. It is, the color scheme really matches with this guy. So stickers, not a lot considering the size of this kit. So first of all, you have the mono eye over here, and then the sensors, or I would like to say eyes as well, like over here. And then you have the gray on these binders, which one of them I messed up because the detailing is not on the upper side, it's actually on the lower side. Well, it's not that noticeable anyways. So that's all the details for the Reginlaze Julia. So for articulation of this guy, the head is still on your typical double ball joint, nothing really special, but be careful of the antennas. The antennas, because there's some detailing over here which like makes the plastic like a bit thinner. So if collisions are imminent, but if this collides too much, you may actually snap this V-fin type thing, or the horns I should say. And then the arms, they are still on that stupid like gray. This is one of the problems of the Grays and Reginlaze frame, because like these types of polycaps, if you move it, it would start to come loose. So yeah, I really have nothing to say, but nevertheless you can rotate it. The arms can go up and down supposedly, but I don't know why the polycap isn't working on mine. The shoulder armor, still the same mold, but yeah, still you can go up. But these binders, collisions imminent. And then yeah, these binders are on ball joints. These arms, yes, they can still rotate here, and never mind. They can rotate here, bend at the elbow at one joint. It's a bit unwieldy. The manipulators can rotate at the guard, and it's on a peg joint, so at first you may feel it's a bit better, but then as you start to like equip the Julian swords on it, it's not going to be as good. And then the waist is just a kibble-tastic over here. So you still have the ball joint is not that significant, and then there's like the ball joint over here. And then the front, side, back skirts are all linked together in one piece. So they are on these plastic on plastic ball joints, which yeah, I really do not have like a thing about. But with these gigantic binders over here, collisions imminent. And so the legs cannot go anywhere on the joint. They can go forwards that far, great. Backwards that far, great. Sides, are you joking me? So this to the side, barely at all. That's why the legs cannot be posed as easily. And then there is the same frame as the Reginlaze, but because of the hindering of these gigantic binders, there you go. So take a closer look here, and then here. Great job. So this is technically a mobile armor already. And then the feet, no articulation whatsoever. The blade, a bit if you force it. The thruster over here can move, and then it can move individually. And then this panel can move up and down. And then the back skirt over here, the turtle shell over here, can move up and down. So that's all the articulation for the Reginlaze Julia. I would say it is a bit disappointing, but yeah, what can you expect from this kind of a big kit? But I would really say the poses the diorama that you will create with this against the Barbatos Lupus Rex is gonna be anticlimactic as all hell. For accessories, you have the Julian swords. So, nothing special. The tips don't come yellow. I colored them with my Gundam marker. Yes, rubber is all. So I'm gonna equip one of them. It's as easy as putting it on. So yeah, there you go, Julian swords. And then it also comes with the whip mode blades. So these are kind of extended, and you can bend them however you want. It stays in the pose. So basically what you want to do is take off the blade and then replace it. So slot it in here and then basically just try to like slot it in the, yeah, there we go. So here you go, the whip mode. So you can basically create a diorama where she's like wrapping someone in the head like she did with the Grays. So that is all. And then you have the ground mode. I was called. I don't think there's like an official name for this mode, but basically what you do is, yeah, the instructions tell you to take out this part and then rotate the whole thing back, but I feel like there isn't a need if you can bear risking this to get loose or something. So here you go. You disconnect the gigantic feet from the back of this and then put it to the back and just basically place it however you want. And that, first of all, would enable the double jointed knee. There you go. And then you have these kind of claw feet. So you could put them on. So now she can stand on the ground. And these could act as pods. And it also comes with these closed ones with thrusters inside. Look. So that's a pretty nice touch. So that's basically all the accessories for the Reginlaze Julia. And if you want to connect them back on, simply align the peg, plug it in, and then tuck this piece of armor back underneath the white one, and then string the leg again. It's just as simple as that. Nothing really too special. So to compare it, of course, I need to bring in its predecessor, the Reginlaze. So you could see the kind of difference between the two. Despite the lights, you can actually see the contrast of colors. I personally prefer this kind of shade of green and white over this. It's basically the same with the Dynamis and Keratin, basically. So that's that. And then the Wolf King. Even he cannot tower over the Reginlaze Julia. So yeah, there we go. We get to see some more awesome battles in the end. And then the person she killed, the Gundam Flauros. Basically, she threw her sword at the Flauros when Shino was gonna fire the Dying Slave. So he missed, and then in pure rage and frustration, he just charges toward the ship. So I would say it is she that led to Shino's death. And finally, the technical ground variant, the Gray's Ein. So this even dwarfs the Gray's Ein. But yeah, I really have nothing to say. These two look awesome together. So that is it for the Reginlaze Julia. So personally, I would recommend this kit if you really like the Reginlaze, and if you really want to create like a diorama between this and the Barbatos Lupus Rex. And if you're a fan of dynamic poses, I would not recommend this kit at all because, yeah, no articulation. And if you really want articulation, make sure you have space toward the back of your shelf because these things are gonna get in the way a lot. And yeah, that's basically it. So it's cheap for a kit of this size, and yet the stand, yeah, it comes with it. And if you are not a fan of like falling parts, basically pass this kit, because even though Bandai tried to like solve the problems the original Reginlaze has, basically the arms, they are not solved at all. So all in all, I would give this guy a 60 out of 100. That's my opinions. Tell me in the comments below what do you think of it. And that's basically the review of the Reginlaze Julia. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did like it, please be sure to drop a like, comment, and also subscribe for more gaming videos, model reviews, and all that kind of stuff. Subscribe to Ultra Prime Acer videos and Pure Sentai if you haven't, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out, guys. Bye bye.